Hello, so good to meet you at our global motivational meeting. We are reading World Scriptures book, these God words that inspire billions of people, families, communities, countries, and the whole world. And will help you to just read these quotes and practice daily. As we're reading this holy book from the beginning, please find all the chapters down message to Billion channel, and let's see what God prepared for us today. Doubt. Faith in the intangible is inevitably met by doubt. Doubts arise from faith unrealistic claims, from the challenges that living a life of faith entail, and from the skepticism that abounds in today's secular environment. Unresolved doubt can weigh down and even sink a believer sailing on the voyage of faith, as symbolized by Peter's successful attempt to walk on water. Every believer is responsible to confront and overcome his or her doubt. Intellectually, we can find answers to satisfy our unresolved questions. Ultimately, we should graduate from the level of belief to attain knowledge of God based upon lived experience. Now, Thomas was well called the twin, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciple told him, "We have seen the Lord," but he said to them, "Unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, and place my finger in the mark of the nails, and place my hand in his side, I will not believe." 8 days later, his disciples were again in the house of the Thomas was with them. The doors were shut, but Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands, and put out your hands and place it in my side. Do not be faithless, but believing." Thomas answered him, "My Lord, and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." The boat was many furlongs distance from the land, beaten by the waves, and in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus came to them walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified, saying, "It is a ghost," and they cried out in fear. But immediately he spoke to them, saying, "Take heart, it is I, have no fear." And Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, bid me come to you on the water." He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus reached out his hand and touched him, saying to him, "O man of little faith, why did you doubt?" Whatever monk has doubts about the teacher is explicit, is not convinced in, is not sure. His mind does not incline to ardor, to continual application, to perseverance, to striving. This is the first mental barrenness that thus came not to the got rid of him by him whose mind does not incline to adore, to continual application, to perseverance, to striving. And again, this monk has doubt about the Dhamma, has doubt about the order, has doubt about the training. If these mental barriers are not rooted out, that he should come and draw the expansion and maturity in this Dhamma and disciples. Such a situation does not occur. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who give to all men generously and without reproaching, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for he who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways, will receive anything from the Lord. If you are in any doubt concerning that we have sent down to you, then questions those who have read the book before you. Truth has come to you from your Lord. So do not be a waverer, do not be someone who rejects God's sign. So you be a loser. Out of the element of participation follow the certainty of faith. Out of the element of the separation follow the depth of the faith. And each is essential for the nature of faith. Sometimes certainly conquers doubt, but it cannot eliminate the doubt. The conqueror of today may become the conqueror of tomorrow. Sometimes doubt conquers faith, but it is still contains faith. Otherwise, it would be indifference. The fundamental symbol of our ultimate concern is God. It is always present in any act of faith, even if the act of faith includes the denial of God. Atheism consequently can only mean the attempt to remove any ultimate concern, to remain unconcerned about the meaning of one's existence. Indifference toward the ultimate question is the only imaginable form of atheism. That is not the opposite of faith, it is one element of faith. Further, this quote from the second Messiah, Father, Son, Moon. Do you believe in God? Do you know God? You say you know him, then do you believe in his love? Do you know it? You say God is alive. Do you believe he is alive, or do you know it? By the same token, you say you are God's lineage, but do you just believe you are of his lineage, or do you know it? What is faith? According to Hebrew chapter 11, faith is assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. It is something provisional, not connected to the reality we experience. Compare faith and observance reality. Faith looks intangible and unreal, but is a fact eternal and substantial. The reality of this world is within and evident to our senses, but it cannot be trusted. It is ephemeral and inconstant. A life grounded in faith in God has the quality of constancy. When your faith is big, reality seems small. But when your faith is small, reality looms overwhelming before you. The world around us fills us with doubts. You should confess them before the Father and pray, Father, please remove these doubts from my mind and body. Have the courage to fully entrust yourself and you enslavement by sin to the Father, the subject of your faith. At least establish this mindset at the center of your heart. It is the only way to walk the path of faith. When God comes seeking us, the condition he requires of us is faith. We must use faith to forget all about the self-destroying the world of doubt and create a world that promotes faith. In this way, we can bring order to this sinful environment, create an environment of goodness, demolish the environment of death, and build the environment of life. Take all your doubts off your chest and bravely hand them over to God. Say, God, I have come with all the doubts of the universe, since thou hast made a heavenly relationship with me. I trust that thought will not abandon me. Please accept this confession of my doubt and resolve them all for me. We must truthfully confess all our doubt to the subject of our faith. The act of confession is the sacred thing. With the utmost sincerity, challenge and limits of conventional thinking and call out, Father, Father, when then you, Father, will surely respond. God is responsible to deal with people like you. The reason Adam and Eve fell was because they doubted. Hence, during the process of restoration, wherever we have any doubts, we should clarify them. A doubt that is allowed to grow large will preoccupy the mind. Therefore, you must have the courage and determination, even the audacity to the clarification from God for any question you have. We who believe in the existence of God should be able to see real evidence of his existence in our daily life. We should be able to demonstrate the reality of God beyond any doubt to this unbelieving world. So powerful quotes for today. If you have difficulties, please watch another time this video. Share this video as we end this billion. Happy life, subscribe to Marathon. Contact me for consultation, cooperation, and become a member of this Heavenly Parents Holy community globally. I wish you a great blessed day, and see you tomorrow with more powerful quotes. All contacts are below, and up you have suggestions. Our video playlists with all the quotes till now. Please turn on and watch all day. Listen the words of God. Bye bye. Yours, Nikolai Serpal.